What's up, seventh graders? Man, I miss you guys. I really do. Seventh grade, the topics are these are my favorite topics, and unfortunately, we haven't been there to actually teach them. You just finished up the ecology unit. I really like ecology. Basically, what you should have looked at is what determines how many individuals per population for a species there are in an area. We have carrying capacity. It's all based on how much food there is, how much shelter, water, are there other organisms, predator, all right, that are other organisms that compete for the same resources, all right? And that's how, we have so many rabbits in a forest versus so many deer versus coyotes and things like that. And we would have looked at a ton of different things there. It's just unfortunately we couldn't do that. So I really tried to hammer home the idea of species are competing with each other for resources. If you win that battle, there's more of you. If you lose that battle, there's less of you. All right, and that's just kind of the way it works. And fortunately, with invasive species, they're messing up those food webs, food changes, and causing certain species to not become extinct per se, but their populations to drop really, really, really low. So that was the whole gist of the ecology units, to show you that species will fight with each other, not literally, figuratively. They fight for resources, land, water, food availability, things like that. We're going to start our evolution unit. This is one of my more favorite units. I really love the idea of evolution. Before we start, disclaimer, we're not talking anything, verse religion or anything like that. That always gets brought up. We're not doing it, all right? Even, people who are dead set against what's called macroevolution, you're going to look that up for today's activity. Microevolution, people are good with, all right? They are, always have been. So that's one of the things you're going to look at here is that competition from ecology. What happens when two organisms from the same population compete with each other that are slightly different? All right, that are slightly different. All right, what's going to happen there? And I'm going to do another one of these check-in videos at the end of the week, at the beginning of next week, to go over a lot of these key things with us that you do this week. So that's the big thing of evolution. Evolution is a change in species over time. All right, so you're going to look up stuff there. Don't use my definition. Use your own words as you look these things up. But, I really love this unit. Hopefully I can, pass some things along there for you. I won't be on my soapbox because I'm at home. I'm not going to talk to a camera, right? It seems weird. But, you can see a lot of this stuff playing out. You really, really, really can. These relationships between extinct species and things that are alive now. You can see these relationships, between species that are currently living. Like, nobody has a problem saying, a coyote, a wolf, and a dog are related. They don't. They're not the same. They're not the same species, but they're related. Tigers, jaguars, all right, cheetahs, related. They're not alike, all right? In the end, we will talk about humans. Our closest living relative is chimpanzees when you go by DNA. Evolution is really just what happens when you take genetics, which was the last unit we finished before we got booted out, and ecology, the competition for resources, the thing we started before we got the boot. It's just the application of those two things. But hopefully we can give a little bit to you guys. Again, I hate missing this unit. I really like it. I hate missing you guys. I do. Even when you drive me crazy, I miss you guys. I love the stuff we get to do, the goofy conversations we get to have, especially right before lunch, because you guys are kind of restless coming out of PE, going to lunch there. So it's one of those things that's just unfortunate. 3 weeks left. We got about 2 to 3 activities a week. That's it. We're going to scale it down a little bit, make sure we hit home what I think needs to be done. And then from there, we wrap things up. And hopefully, maybe some of you get lucky and that 1 in 4 chance you get me next year and we can do this thing again. But finish strong. Evolution, it's some cool stuff. I'm going to do my best to get you things to help you understand what's going on in an easy way. It's not very hard. A lot of people get up in arms about it when it's really nothing more than you would just say, oh, that makes sense. You would agree with it. All right? So I'll drop another thing probably next Monday. Maybe set up a Zoom. I know a lot of people like, we want Zooms and then never show up. But maybe we'll see what goes on there just to pop in at least once before the end of the year. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope your families are doing well. Nobody's dealing with the issues heading out, the issues outside here. All right. Just have a good night. And if you have anything you notice, email it to me. Any questions, continue to message me. I've messed up a few times. A few have been like, hey, Mr. Looper, this isn't working. This isn't it. Thank you. All right. That's what I need to see. All right. Great job so far for a lot of you. Actually, most of you are doing an excellent job. Some of you, let's pick it up a little bit. But other than that, great work. Talk to you later.